सुपर टीन्स चैनल में आपका स्वागत है और यहाँ पे आप सीखेंगे फाइनेंस, कम्युनिकेशन, बिजनेस और एआई एंड लॉट्स ऑफ माइंडसेट आल्सो। टीन्स कैसे अपने लाइफ को कंट्रोल में लेके आ सकते हैं एंड अवे फ्रॉम डूम स्क्रोलिंग, अवे फ्रॉम गेम्स एंड गॉसिप एंड ऑल दैट एंड फोकस ऑन ग्रोइंग एंड लर्निंग एंड डेवलपिंग हाई इनकम skills for their future. So make sure you watch this video. 6 pillars of becoming a super teen. Let me show you on that. The first one is, it's not in any order, financial literacy. So many people, so many teenagers nowadays are got addicted to this online shopping. Swiggy, Zomato, Amazon, Myntra, Instamart, Zepto. You just click the button and you get this thing at your place, right? Your new T-shirt or new ice cream or something like that. You don't even know that if I just buy one less T-shirt or one order from Zomato, which I don't order for 500 rupees, and I invest that money for the long term, so when I become 18 or 21, how much that money will grow. Not only it will save money, but it will save your body from the junk food, right? It's just small habits of saving, spending, earning, right? All those things are going to be there. How to spend wisely. Like, most people, there is a concept called need versus want. Need versus want. What do you mean by need versus want? Like, I need a laptop to work on my project in school. But do I need an iMac, like a Mac Pro book, which costs you like 2 lakh rupees? Or I just need a laptop which costs 30,000. So you need a laptop, but your want is iMac, right? The difference between the need and the want can be 1 lakh rupees. That 1 lakh rupees right now can be saved for future, which can make you a lot of money. So we'll talk about all this need versus want. We'll talk about finance, which is about how does the money work? What is simple interest? How does the money grow? What is compound interest? What is the rule of 72, the rule of 114, the rule of 144? All these are the rules which you are going to learn about in finance. So this is your first pillar, right? What's the second pillar of that is called the business and entrepreneurship. Now we are going to learn about how you become like a business minded. Like when we learn about business, what are the biggest businesses you know? Like when you go to a McDonald's shop, have you ever thought that how does McDonald's make money? Why are they so famous? Why are they all across the world? What's their business model? When you order something on Instamart or Zepto, what's their business model? How do they make money? What's the profit? What is called B2B versus what is called B2C? B2 is business to business, B2C is business to consumer, right? So when you order from Zomato, you are B2C, right? Business to consumer, directly selling to you, right? So that all those business ideas, I'll ask you to watch Shark Tank. Like how would you like to pitch your idea? How would you like to make a business plan, right? So it's all about business mindset, which you can develop at an early age, right? Because we learn about what are the different ways to make money. Either you are an employed, do a job, you are self-employed, you have your own kind of a business, or you have a business which runs on its own. How does McDonald's have so many branches all across the world and still make so much money? Like Starbucks, McDonald's. What's a franchisee model? So we'll learn about business and entrepreneurship, which is very, very critical, right? Very, very. How many are already there for that? If you have not joined, if you have not booked your ticket yet, you can still book your ticket and the link below. I'll put that video. I'll put the link also. It's called yuvagurukul.com/BC, which is boot camp, right? So you can go there and book your ticket. You can ask your friends to join. Everybody can learn. And also, some बोले सर मैं busy हूँ 21st 22nd को, मैं नहीं हूँ, मेरा college है, मेरा school है, I'm some busy. I will give you replay. मतलब you can watch the replay for 2 weeks. Like after 21st 22nd June, you can watch it till like 7th of July. So don't worry about that part. You will get the replays plus a lot of bonuses also, right? So this is the second pillar. What is the third pillar of this? Is going to be about 7 habits of highly effective teens. This is where you build the character. Character कैसे बनता है? जब हमारी आदतें सही हो. ये 7 habits of highly effective people is the highest selling book in the history on personal development. It was done by Sean Covey, right? Stephen Covey, and his son wrote a book on teenagers. So it's called Franklin Covey Institute, and we have the rights to teach this. We have officially taken the rights to teach this. Once you learn these 7 habits, you know, जो दुनिया के सबसे बड़े companies हैं, like Amazon, Google, and all those, their top level executives, they have to go through these 7 habits. They want to perform at the top. You are going to get that training, 7 habits of highly effective teens, right? So that's one of the foundation of building a strong character, right? So that's pillar number 3. Now comes the pillar number 4, success mindset. Now let me give you this example, what success mindset looks like. There is a regular teen and there is a super teen. What does regular teen do? Waste time on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Snapchat, procrastinate, eat junk food. What is a super teen? Is like they do meditation, affirmation, visualization on a daily basis. They keep their mind positive. They avoid scrolling and focus on learning, podcast, books, reading, and all that, because you want to become a super teen. How do you get? Everybody loves scrolling. Everybody loves Instagram. Everybody wants to waste time on YouTube because it's all enticing, right? But how do you control that? How do you change that? Is what we are going to learn in success mindset, right? How do you have the mindset of a successful person, right? So that's the difference. Then how do you meditate, right? Because when you have exams, you have projects, you get into a lot of stress or pressure, right? How do you manage your pressure? How do you manage your stress? Is by keeping your cool and calm mindset. How do you keep your cool mindset? By doing meditation. I know some people say, sir, hum log meditation. I don't believe in meditation. You know, meditation is a superpower. How much time does it take to meditate? 10 minutes. How much time it takes to do meditation, affirmation, visualization? 10 minutes. Right? How much time, how many pages you need to read on a daily basis? 10 pages. Right? How many podcasts you need to? 15 minutes of podcast. Total 45 minutes and you'll become a super mindset. 45 minutes तो एक YouTube stream में ऐसे निकाल देते हो आप. Scroll करते करते. एक गेमिंग, एक स्क्रोल, एक इंस्टाग्राम, एक रील देखा और ऊपर ऊपर करते करते 45 मिनट्स निकल गए. आजकल तो हम लोग वॉशरूम में भी लेके जाते. जो काम 10 मिनट का है उसको आधा घंटा लगता है. क्यों? 20 मिनट तो हम लोग बाथरूम में स्क्रोल कर रहे हैं. नाउ सेव ऑल दैट टाइम and use in your success mindset. There is no harm in doing it, but first do the rituals, first do the good things. जैसे बोलते हैं ना, पहले हेल्दी खाना खा लो, जो भी प्रोटीन्स एंड डाइट्स आपको जो चाहिए, carbohydrates, diets, vitamins, minerals, everything, and then you can have a pizza also. But if you only have junk food, then what will happen? You will not become fit. And a fit body will have a fit mind, because you need to think, you need to have ideas. And if you eat so much junk food, you will become lazy, drowsy, and procrastinate. If you eat healthy food, and then you can think properly. So that's all, everything is connected, mind, body. जैसे हम अपने body में junk food नहीं डालना चाहते, वैसे हमारे दिमाग में भी junk नहीं डालना है. We don't need to put junk, which is all your YouTube. I am not saying you should stop. Don't worry, sir, ये सब मेरा YouTube video सब बंद करवा देंगे. No, I am not saying that. I'll just give you a better option. I'll just give you something which you will learn, you will love it, you'll educate yourself, you'll entertain yourself, and you'll grow and become a super teen. All the stalwarts which I mentioned, like A.R. Rahman, Sachin Tendulkar, Amitabh Bachchan, Elon Musk, Bill Gates, all those people started at their teenage. They started their business at teenage. That's the common factor. They did not waste time on YouTube and Facebook and stuff like that, or playing outside, or movies and that. In those days, there were no YouTube and all that, but at least they were active. So you become a super teen when you take control of your time. You know, you have time which is 24 hours. You have 24 hours. I have 24 hours. Bill Gates has 24 hours. Warren Buffett has 24 hours. Right? The YouTuber has a 24 hour. Instagrammer has a 24 hour. Everybody has 24 hours. How you make the use of it is going to matter. Now, we will teach you about how do you become a producer versus a consumer. Right? You are consuming content, right? Versus you produce a content. Like I have 1 million subscribers on YouTube. I produce 2 videos every week. Like this video will also go as one of the YouTube videos. Right? So I do that consistently. I also consume content. But why do I consume content? To learn what other people are doing so that I can do better than them, or I can do the same. Which video is going viral, so I can copy that, or I can make a similar video. Which video is not doing good, so I should not be doing on that topic. who is who's getting likes and views and subscribers, then I need to follow them. That's how I consume. But do you consume like that? No, you are a consumer for no reason. Right? If you're not selling the product, then you are the product. Right? So we are going to learn a lot of things. Right? That's the success mindset, which is pillar number 4. Then comes pillar number 5, which is called effective communication. Effective communication is what? Like wherever you go in life, whether in school, college, in your job, in your business, everywhere you need to communicate. What am I doing right now? I'm communicating. How did I build my business? Right? Number 1 training company in stock market. How did I do that? By speaking effectively, communicating effectively. I was born with that? No, I learned it. Do you know that I'm an introvert? I could not talk to 5 people or 10 people in the room, but I can talk to the camera. I can talk on stage because that's my skill. I learned that. How many of you want to be an effective communicator? Say yes in the chat box. Come on. Raise your hand or say yes in the chat box. Effective communicator. You know what? When they surveyed people that what is your number 1 fear in life? As per the survey, they said that talking in front of public, in front of people, is the number 1 fear. They are not worried about death. Death comes fourth. मरने का टेंशन नहीं है, बोलने का टेंशन है. Can you imagine? That's a survey. And most people face that. So we need to become an effective communicator. And I'll teach you how to communicate effectively. And also give you some hints if you want to become a content creator. Like me, I have Instagram, I have YouTube 1 million plus. We produce like more than 1,500 videos on YouTube. Like I produce 2 reels a day on Instagram. Right? How do you become that if you want to learn that? But otherwise also, let's say not everybody wants to be a YouTuber or an Instagrammer, and for which you need to learn communication. You need to learn communication to talk to your teacher, to talk to your parents, to talk to your siblings, to talk to your friends, to talk to your boss, to talk to your employees, to talk to the vendors, right? You need communication skills, right? That's what we are going to learn in this. That's pillar number 5. And then we have, which is called the pillar number 6, which is technology and its uses. Now, what's the most important thing right now in the world of technology? AI. How many would like to learn AI, which is very simple? Now, you already know AI, just ChatGPT, right? Just put a prompt and get an answer from ChatGPT. That's not. We are going to go beyond AI, beyond ChatGPT. That what are the famous or the most popular AI tools which you can use for producing pictures, videos, songs, and for exams? How do you prepare it? How do you get your answers? How to improve your memory? All those things can be done using AI. So the best use AI for teenagers. That's going to be the module in this. So this 6 things, I think, is the pillar for you to become a super teen. Of course, you need to have a business mindset so that you can make money. Once you have the money, then you can invest. So you need financial literacy. And to do both, you need to have some talent. You need to communicate properly. You need to talk, right? You need to communicate not only through talking, but through messaging, email, or chat, whatever you use it. And then, of course, you need to have the best use of technology. Without technology, you need to know how to use AI, social media, all that to amp up your growth, right? And above, this is all talent. There are 4 pillars which are talent. What are the 4 pillars of talent? Technology, communication, business mindset, and financial literacy. These are the 4 talent. And what are the 2 base, which is character and attitude? Character will be your 7 habits of highly effective teenagers, and mindset, success mindset is your attitude. So if you don't have the right character and the attitude, all the talent is a waste. Right? So we need the talent, but we need the base, which is character and attitude. So these are the 6 pillars of becoming a super teen. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you learned a lot from this video. And also join our Super Teens WhatsApp community, where we are going to give you continuous updates on how you can keep up with the ever-changing world, especially in the world of AI, and your teenager will remain ahead in that.